Yo, yo, yo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to another episode podcast to talk about our favorite team, the Arizona Cardinals. Huge shout out to the people that are currently in the chat. We got Johnny, we got Martin, we got Julio, we got DDR, Javier. What's up, y'all? Appreciate you guys for being here in the chat. Do me a huge favor, smack up the like button here on your way in. Subscribe to the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. We are on the road to 19K. Cannot do it without you guys. And of course, we got to start it off with some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Ring the bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Now, this is not something out of left park, right? I'm not going to come out here and act like, oh man, whoa, oh, it's what's happening. No, I think we all kind of knew this was going to happen, right? But that now the confirmation that the last 5 games of the season, although Kyler Murray is eligible to come off of IR, that hope, that sliver of what people are holding on to is no longer. Right now, Jonathan Gannon made it official about 20, maybe 30 minutes ago that Kyler Murray will not be playing in 2025 and he's done for the season. Now, he was asked about 2026, and we're going to dive into that a little later on, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, well, what we've been talking about for a very long time seems to be this is the first domino to fall to see if we can have potentially a new quarterback in 2026. I think that's where this is going to go. Now, a lot of people kind of were kind of pushing back a little bit, and that's fine. I get it. The NFL is an emotional season. Everybody takes it differently. I mean, granted, you guys click on a video to see my reactions because I'm nuts. I'm great. My reactions are nuts sometimes because obviously I care deeply about this team, but sometimes people are just like, oh, it is what it is, right? You lost. Okay, on to the next. Fans fan differently, right? And for those Kyler Murray fans out there that are primarily just Kyler Murray fans and not Cardinal fans, you're gonna have to need to make a decision. You're gonna have to need to make a decision if you're riding with the Bird Gang or you're gonna follow, because this seems, like I said before, is probably the first domino to fall about 2026 for Kyler Murray. Now, you could also take this as the Cardinals are a 3-win team. Why would you risk putting your franchise quarterback out there when you're a 3-win team? Yeah, that's true. You could think of it that way as well. Absolutely. But right now, the Arizona Cardinals are sitting at the 8th overall pick in the 2026 NFL draft. And I don't want anything, nothing to affect our draft pick. Honestly, right now, what my main priority is, and it sucks to say as a Cardinal fan, but this is where we are at with all the unknown at quarterback, with a lot of optimism in terms of the draft pick. I need that draft pick at the 8th overall pick to slip its way over to the top 5. I need it. Like, injected into my vein. That is actually what I need. Now, I'm not coming out here saying, oh, the Cardinals, you have to lose against the Rams. I think they're going to lose. Am I wishing and hoping for the downfall of the Arizona Cardinals? No. I'm hoping for a win. But are they going to get it? Am I realistic? Yes, they're not going to win against the Rams. The Rams are pissed off, and they're going to take care of business in State Farm Stadium. They're going to whip them, and that's completely fine. I've already kind of came to terms that this is where the Cardinals are. I'm looking into 2026 moving forward, and that's why you're starting to see different videos about not really talking about 2025. We're pivoting. We're pivoting, ladies and gentlemen. It's tank season at this very moment, right? That's all it is. But going back to what we were talking about, now, like I said, Jonathan Gannon was also asked about, will Kyler Murray be the quarterback in 2026? We'll get to that in a little bit. But it's officially official. Kyler Murray is done for 2025. However you want to shake it, however you want to rip it up, throw it down, whatever you want to do, however you want to shake it, he's done for 2025. Now, there's other people that have already been rolled out of this game as well, which is unfortunate because, man, oh man, I was kind of excited to see what Trey Benson can do, and Trey Benson's window is closing really quickly. If you don't put him on an active roster within the next 4 or 5 days, he's going to be riding IR for the remaining of the season. So Trey Benson, our running back situation, pretty darn scarce. Can he stay healthy? We don't know. Marvin Harrison Jr. was ruled out of this game as well. We got so much information within the last 30, 40 minutes that, like, what you thought about the Rams, it's probably just going to be worse. It's probably going to be worse. It's not going to be a fun game for the Cardinal fans. Let's just be real. It's not going to be a fun game. The Rams are going to beat the living crud out of the Cardinals. They are. It is what it is at this very moment. Let me give some love on real quick. We got a first super chat of the day. We got Cigar Brothers coming in with a $5 donation saying this. Dude, he ain't done. He's just hiding out the rest of the year, so they want to blame the season on him. His foot is fine. He and Gannon won't be back 100%. Okay. Okay. I mean, I agree. I agree. Now, Gannon was asked about the injury. They said that they made the decision today, they said, that the decision of Kyler Murray was made or this week, not today. The decision was made this week, they said. Now, apparently Kyler Murray spoke to a few doctors and it wasn't they didn't want to risk because he still needed to heal. Quote unquote, Kyler Murray still needed to heal. I don't believe that, ladies. I really don't. And I'm not trying to push the grain on conspiracy theories or anything like that, but there is some real people, including, I'm not going to say I'm like an insider or anything like that, but Kyler Murray in those videos before the Cowboys game, it looked like he wanted to play. It looked like he was ready to go. It looked like he was ready to go. And now the Cardinals made a decision. But I'm glad that this finally happened. If I'm going to be real with you, I'm glad that they finally decided to shut him down. Because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, there was still people on through social media. Oh, Kyler Murray, come back, come back, come back. We need you. We need you. We need you. There's no saving the season. The season's done. It's cooked. You got 5 games left, and ain't nobody think the Cardinals are winning more than 5 games. They would be blessed if they won the Atlanta Falcons game. But honestly, Atlanta owns the first round pick, or I'm sorry, the Rams own the first round pick of Atlanta. So even then, I really don't want to win that game. What, you're going to help the Rams get a higher pick and potentially snuff and getting a quarterback right before you under your very nose? Hell no. Hell no. I don't understand. I don't see a realistic win anywhere here. I really don't. You got 2 Rams. You got the Texans, which has one of the best defenses that I've seen in a very long time. You got the Cincinnati in Cincinnati, and then you got the wild card in the Falcons. You might realistically be leaving this season with 3 wins. Realistically, you might be leaving the season with 3 wins. I think Kyler Murray is probably not 100%, but I don't know. I'm not going to come out here saying they're faking an injury. I think he sustained one. But if this season was better and we were probably at 6 wins, he probably would find a way to come back. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. It's all speculation at this very moment. All speculation. But yes, it's finally been confirmed. Now, like I said earlier, this is not breaking news in the world of me and you, right? Guys in the chat that are very regulars, right? John, Naeem, Pete, Julio, Johnny, right? You guys that are always in the chat here. It's not a shock to us. We knew that this was going to happen. We knew that eventually the Cardinals were going to make a decision, and I'm glad it finally happened because there was still a little sliver of hope for those K1 fans, right? There was still a little sliver of hope that he was going to come back and potentially ball out at the end of the season, and he was going to be the guy in 2026. Guys, nah. I think the Cardinals made a decision. The Cardinals made a decision. So my question to you guys in the chat, right? I end up asking you guys, and right now we got 62 votes. So if you guys haven't already casted your vote, definitely do me a huge favor. Smack the like button for the first thing. And then for the second, answer the question I have in the chat. Will Kyler Murray play in AZ in 2026? So far, 78% is saying no. So far, 79% is saying no, he will not be playing in AZ. Now, I made a video literally 30 minutes, 40 minutes ago before the presser. We knew something was going on, ladies and gentlemen. We knew something was going on. Kyler Murray, I don't know if you guys have TikTok. I'm not really on it, but of course, if this is how athletes speak these days, so you kind of have to have a TikTok, right? But Kyler Murray came out and he posted a video and he labeled it weird year, right? Weird year. So That was yesterday, and the Cardinals finally make it a thing. He's done. He's done for the season. Now, one thing I also want to mention. One thing I also want to mention. I teased this a little earlier. Jonathan Gannon was asked, will Kyler Murray be the quarterback in 2026 to Jonathan Gannon? Jonathan Gannon responded with, quote, I'm worried about the Rams, end quote. Do you remember the head coach that shut anything down? Remember the head coach that came out and shut everything down and said, he's still the guy. He's still the guy. Yeah, I'm riding with Kyler. Remember those quotes? Remember those quotations that, oh yeah, he's still the guy. Come on, guy. He's still remember those? Today he was asked, will Kyler Murray be the quarterback in 2026? Quote, I'm worried about the Rams, end quote. Doesn't want to touch the conversation, doesn't want to touch the topic because he knows, we know. He knows and we know that this might be the end of Kyler. We've been talking about this for weeks now. Like I said, this isn't new. This isn't something that's it's coming out of left field. No, the moment that we lost against the Titans and that meme that's going around, Kyler Murray's getting hit in the face, right, with the football. It's just, that's the 2025 season in a nutshell. And no, Kyler Murray is not the sole reason why we're here. No, Kyler Murray is not the sole reason why the Cardinals are 3 wins. No, he's not. But Cardinals made a business decision. And right now, it seems like they are planning to live in a world without him. Julio in the chat says, benched. Take it how you will. All my life play-by-play, I said it to everybody. Did Kyler Murray get benched? And everybody was like, oh, man, he's hurt, man. Don't say that. He's hurt. Somewhere down the line, ladies and gentlemen, I think well, I mean, we know already, right? Jonathan Gannon said on Burns and Gambo on Arizona Sports that they would have chosen Jacoby over Kyler if he was healthy or not. So take that how you will. Chill Peasy with another $2 donation. Appreciate you guys. K1 is QB1 in 2026. 51% chance. Beef up the O-line. Really? Wow. I don't know if I see that. I really don't. Now, here's the thing with the Kyler Murray situation. Cardinal fans, because believe it or not, there's a lot of Cardinal fans right now that are tuned off. I mean, obviously, not believe it or not, they are. I think it's the opposite. I think Kyler Murray is QB1 in 2026, maybe 49% chance. Like honestly, I would even probably say more of like 25, maybe 20% chance if I'm going to be real with you. Because even Adam Schefter, yes, big national reporter out there, says he quote tweeted Darren Urban's original tweet and said this. Now the question becomes where Kyler Murray is in 2026. There's no, how do I say this? There would be no reason for Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, any of these guys, any of these big top tier reporters, right? There would be no reason for him to quote tweet anything unless there's some validity to the situation. Here it is. Adam Schefter retweeting Darren Urban's original. Now the question becomes where Kyler Murray is in 2026. There's a lot of unknown right now. A lot of unknown. That's a lot of confidence. That's a lot of confidence. I don't think 51%. I really don't. Chill in the chat, doubling down with another $2 donation saying this. I have no faith in this organization. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I think there's a lot of faith out the window. I would have less faith in this organization. If I'm going to be real, I would have less faith in this organization if they try to run it back with any of the guys that are on this current team. I'm sorry. Any of the guys that are in top tier positions. Actually, let me clarify that. That's kind of a broad statement to say what I'm trying to say. I would have less faith if we go into 2026 with the current coaching staff, the state of it is right now, and the current quarterback room right now. And no, that's not saying just Kyler. No, I'm saying that you need a plan for the future. That's what I'm trying to say. You need a plan for the future. That's what I've been talking about for the last 2 years. You need to start thinking of a world without Kyler. And I know it's a very uncomfortable conversation, but if you're a good general manager, if you're a good organization, if you're a good person that should be working in these type of organizations, I just don't get why the Cardinals don't ever think about these type of things unless the problem is right in front of your door. I don't get it. I seriously don't. That's probably why we're always where we're at. That's probably why we're always where we're at, because they never think about too far ahead. But if you have Adam Schefter coming out here, right, and requoting this and saying this, nah, I think something's happening, man. I really do. I think something might be happening. And it would be foolish for the Cardinals to not think about it. Seriously. Kyler Murray's year of being healthy is very few. He had 2 years of missing a lot of games where he was either done for the season or missed a good majority of the year, right? Due to injury. 2023, right? Because in 2022, he got hurt at the end of the year, missed a few games. 2023 only played 8 games because he was still recovering. Now this year in 2025, but every other year of the 4 years, I think he was only fully healthy in one of those years. And that was in 2024. That was the only year he was fully healthy. Because the other years, including his rookie year and his second year and his third year, there was sprinkled injuries here and there. So Kyler's getting older. He's 28, most likely will be 29 next year. This is the best time to try to offload and try to see if you can get some sort of value for. It is. It is. And if they don't, they're just unfortunately kicking the can. That's it. They're just going to kick the can. Try to see what value you can get and hope to God we can hit on some quarterback. Hope to God you can hit some sort of quarterback. Because right now, what it feels like to me is that Jacoby Brissett will be starting in 2026. Right now, it feels like Jacoby Brissett will be starting in 2026. Now, whether that pisses people off or not, they signed Jacoby to a 2-year deal. He's probably going to start if the Cardinals get a rookie quarterback. Now, if the Cardinals go after a free agent, that would be actually disgusting because there's no real free agents that are that great. Daniel Jones is the best, and he's not even that great. Oh, I'm sorry. Daniel Jones is playing really good. Let me run it back. Daniel Jones, for what he's doing right now, he's playing good for the Colts. But that's no promise that he's going to do that anywhere else. And the Colts will probably try to retain him. So that's kind of disrespectful to what Jones has done this year. So Daniel Jones is probably the best quarterback that's coming out in this free agency class. But I do think the Colts are going to keep him. But you're talking about a class that has Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Mitch Trubisky. Like, it's not a good class. You should ride out with Jacoby and probably try to see if your future is in the draft. That's what the Cardinals should be doing. Cigar Brothers coming up with another clutch $5 donation saying this. Agree with Chilpeasy. I have no faith in the organization. This is all Michael Bidwell. It starts at the top. K1 needs to be a shortstop for the Braves is what you're saying. I think Kyler Murray will get another opportunity. If he flat out just is done with football, which I doubt it happens, but I understand it. It's the joke out there, right? That he should just play baseball. I think he has a market. I know there's people out there that are saying he doesn't because his contract. I get that. But if the Cardinals are willing to get some sort of higher value draft pick and eat some of that contract, they're going to have to make that decision. I mean, Michael Bidwell has made mistake after mistake after mistake. And unfortunately, we're the ones paying for it as Cardinal fans. You shouldn't have extended Kai. You shouldn't have extended Cliff. You probably shouldn't have hired Gannon. You probably shouldn't have hired Monty. But it is what it is. You went the cheap route, right? You went the less expensive route to try to build. That's what you tried to do. But I agree. I mean, the faith has kind of gone very, very thin when it comes down to this organization, unfortunately. Michael Bidwell's decision-making isn't great. And there's nobody there to fact check him. There's nobody there to check on these decisions that he's making. Because guess what? He's the honcho. He's the top to the top right now. He's the creme de la creme when it comes down to the Cardinals organization. He's the top decision maker. And he's not making great decisions, unfortunately. So I agree with both of y'all. I don't have faith that this organization will be able to get it right. But we are kind of here at this very moment. Roger, what's up, Roger? Appreciate you, man. He says this: Kyler till he wants to Kyler till he wants to retire, please. No, I think Kyler's done with the Cardinals. I think Kyler's done with the Cardinals. Do I think he's injured? I think there is an injury. I'm not going to sit here and act like there's no injury because I think that there is an injury. But the Cardinals have made a business decision, ladies and gentlemen. The Cardinals made a business decision. And not just that. Kyler Murray posted something on his TikTok yesterday. We made a whole video about it. We made a whole video 30 minutes, 40 minutes before this news even dropped. We made a video about it. Kyler Murray came out to his TikTok about him, Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., and James Conner all walking, right? And saying, weird year. The weird thing is that 3 of those 4 guys are missed a good majority of the season. Except, not a good majority. Marvin hasn't, but Marvin has missed games. All 3 of those 4 guys that were on that video from Kyler Murray, a lot of them have been hurt and missed games this season. It's crazy. It's a crazy year. It really is. An absolute crazy year. The Cardinals, what they need to do is try to see if they can offload Kyler and try to see if they can build some sort of financial draft capital. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. And actually, let me do this. Cameron Cox, check this out. This is the video I was talking about a little earlier, or I might have been talking about it on my most recent video. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. Let me share my screen here real quick. Here it is. So Cameron Cox ended up releasing this video, right? This video was probably about a month ago, right here. This is Kyler Murray practicing. This is before the Cowboys game, right here. It looked like Kyler Murray was ready to play versus the Cowboys. That's what it looked like. He was ready to play versus the Cowboys. I mean, he's done, man. He's done. Good luck to Kyler Murray. Hopefully he can go into an organization that will have him succeed, right? Hopefully he'll go to an organization that will have him succeed. I like the Vikings. I think Vikings will be a perfect spot. And they seem like a desperate team right now because they got 2 quarterbacks that are not NFL caliber. I like J.J. McCarthy in the first couple games, but he's not looked really good. He really hasn't. Brosmer isn't the option either. And on top of that, the Vikings are sitting at the 11th overall pick in the draft with 3 quarterbacks that could potentially be first rounders. And not just that, there's unknown about Dante Moore. Will he actually declare or not? So the Minnesota Vikings are in a little bit of a worse situation than us. Why not benefit from that? Why not benefit from that? The Vikings seem like an option to trade him to. Vegas seems like an option, especially if they decide to keep Pete Carroll. If they decide to keep Pete Carroll, I don't see a world where he would want to draft a quarterback because he's trying to fight for his job and he wants to win. Maybe Vegas can be an option. Hey, you want to save your job? Give us something in return. Cleveland? We talked about Cleveland a little bit in the offseason. Wasn't that rumor out there? There was a rumor out there that Cleveland was trying to make a deal with the Arizona Cardinals. It came out to be quote-unquote fake, but maybe there was some validity to it. I don't know. But Cleveland, the Jets have a lot of draft capital right now. The Jets. New Orleans can be another spot as well. The Cardinals need to do their due diligence. They absolutely do. And if you don't think they do, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. because they need to call the teams, or they need to let the teams call him and try to create some sort of market for Kyler. He would probably be the best quarterback that's available this offseason. And you got to cash into that opportunity. Got to cash out it. Cash it. DDR in the chat says keeping Kyler in a bubble wrap for high trade value. It's so obvious. Yeah. 100%. 100%. That's exactly what's happening right now. Like I said, is there an injury? Probably. A little bit. Maybe. But I think he would play if the Cardinals were a 5-6 win team right now. You got 5 games left. If you were a 6-win team and you won the last 5 games, you're an 11-win team. You're done. He's done. Right now, best thing to do is what they did. Shut him down. Stop the quarterback controversy. Oh, Kyler, come back. We need you. We don't. We're good. We're good right now. The team is where they are. It's time to worry about 2026. Jersey in the chat says, I love Kyler, but he can't play in this division. This is a tough division. It really is. 100%. This is a tough division. Since Kyler Murray's been drafted here, Kyler Murray has what? 8 wins? Is it 8 wins? Let me confirm first. I know there was, Kyler Murray's got 8 wins and 22 losses in the NFC West. I mean, Gannon only has 3 wins in the NFC West, and it was all last year. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's a tough division. You got to find somebody that's going to be able to win those games for you. And on top of that, when was the last time we won the division? When was the last time we won the division? We haven't won the division, ladies and gentlemen. Under Kyler, we haven't. We have been the little brother, the redheaded stepchild for years. And no, it's not all Kyler Murray's fault. No, I know already people are already getting their typing fingers already. Oh, you think? No, I don't think it's all Kyler. No, I don't. But the truth is the truth. We haven't won the division since 2015. Drafted him in 2019 to be that franchise quarterback, and unfortunately, it just hasn't worked out. Let him see if he can hang in the NFC North. Let him see if he can hang any other division, but this division is tough. It's a tough division. I'm glad we finally made the decision, so all the question marks are now put to bed. Jay in the chat says, play baseball. I doubt it. John just says, I need that hat. It's one of my favorite. I hardly wear it, but it's one of my favorites. Let's go with Pete. What's up, Pete? Dante Moore. Plus, mobile, tall, good arm. Negatives, bad decisions, lead to INTs. Justin Fields, which makes me question, can he read defenses? Inaccurate. Dante Moore is not my favorite quarterback. Sorry, is not my favorite quarterback in the draft. He's not. If I'm going to be real, he's not my favorite quarterback. But if the Cardinals go that direction, I think just as everybody's given the opportunity for Kyler Murray to succeed, we're going to do the same thing with the new quarterback, right? We're going to do the same thing as a quarterback. But Jonathan Gannon confirmed. Now, of course, Kyler Murray is the big news out there, right? Kyler Murray is the big news. But guess what? Who's also ruled out? Marvin Harrison Jr. is ruled out. Max Melton is ruled out. Greg Dortch is ruled out. Dadrian Taylor Demerson is ruled out, as well as Walter Nolan. All ruled out. All ruled out. So take it for what it's worth. Take it for what it's worth. Kyler is done for the season. And at this point, I'm kind of glad they finally made the decision. I'm glad they finally made the decision. It was long overdue, right? Long overdue. They needed to make something happen, and they did it. We got my guy in the chat. Is it 1IQ? Says Dante Moore is too raw still. Well, if Dante Moore is the option, the plan, at least I would hope the plan is, because you got Jacoby Brissett for one more year. You got him for 2 years. So any quarterback that comes out of the Cardinals go that direction. Any quarterback that comes out, you would be sitting behind Jacoby Brissett at least for the 4, 5 games, 6 games, maybe the season. I don't know. But that would be expectation for me. You sit that quarterback, let him learn. And let's not forget, who was the quarterback for the New England Patriots last year? Who was the quarterback for the New England Patriots last year? Who? When Drake May was drafted, who started for the New England Patriots in 2024? Who did that? Jacoby Brissett did. Jacoby Brissett did. There had to be some sort of little development there. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say that it was purely Jacoby Brissett. Obviously, Vrabel had a stamp on Drake May, but to learn how to be a pro and a player of the NFL, what a good mentor to have in Jacoby. Now, Jacoby is not the savior of this team. He's not going to be a guy we're going to extend further than what we have the contract out for him, or at least hopefully. But it is what it is at this very moment. The Cardinals are moving on. I'm sorry. That's going to make people mad, but it's done. The Cardinals officially made it a thing. The Cardinals officially made it a thing. Jonathan Gannon spoke to the media this morning and confirmed Kyler Murray's done for the season. He's done. Let's keep it with the chat. Naheem in the chat says, we need Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase. I mean, I'm cool with Joe Burrow. El Tully says, yeah, but look at the New England coach too. True. Yeah, Vrabel's a good coach, 100%. 4 in the chat says, entertaining Brissett as a starter is downright embarrassing. Well, I mean, let's ask you this then. Okay, let's ask this. What's the answer then? You throw a quarterback, a rookie quarterback? Is that what you do? Is that what you do? Throw a rookie quarterback in there in week 1? Or do you let him sit a little bit and develop? I'm not saying Jacoby Brissett's a starter for the whole year. Right? So what do you do then? I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious what the Cardinals are doing. Is it not? So 4 is in the chat. When I said what you should do, he says K1. That's what you should do. And the Cardinals made a decision, ladies and gentlemen. What are you not understanding? What aren't you understanding? Forest Horns. Is that what it is? Forest Horns? Is that what the name? The Cardinals made a decision. They made a decision. Kyler's done, man. He's done. So for what you just said, entertaining Jacoby Brissett as the starter next year, it's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen. This is literally the equivalent of the conversation that people were having when Josh Rosen was drafted and literally Kyler Murray was the Next hot topic, in the Cardinals are the first overall pick in the draft. That's what this topic was. This is what the conversation was. Oh, they're not moving off Josh Rosen after 1 year. They need to let him develop. Videos started swirling around about Cliff Kingsbury coming out and saying, "Oh, I would pick him with the first overall pick," and they did it. And they did it. It's what's gonna happen. It's what's gonna happen for us. I'm sorry, buddy. I know everybody's in shambles right now. I understand it. Cardinal fans, Kyler fans, they're probably all in shambles right now, and I understand it. So I'm not gonna be too hard on you. But I'm not gonna come out here and say Kyler is gonna be QB1 in 2026 because it's feeling like the way this is all laid out, it's more than just, oh, he can't go because of foot injury. I would be shocked Shocked, if Kyler Murray is a QB1 in 2026. Shocked. I could be wrong. But this right here was just the next domino to fall. Let's be real. Kyler defenders in shambles right now because they don't understand. That's why. Because they don't understand. Unfortunately, sometimes you need to take a hit to start back new. To start rebuilding, you got to take that position down to the studs. That's what they don't understand. Kyler was given 7 years to succeed with the Arizona Cardinals. We haven't won a division. We haven't won a playoff game. And are we a better team with Kyler than we are without him? Well, with the quarterback state that we're in right now, yes, of course, we're a better team with Kyler than we're not. You're right. I'll give you that. Ding, 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 ding. But Kyler isn't the future. Kyler isn't going to get you a Super Bowl. Kyler isn't going to get you division wins. And I don't think people quite understand that. You're not going to win a division with Kyler, let alone this division. If we move to the NFC South, maybe. Maybe. But the NFC West, this is the tough division. It's not going to happen. Yes, Jacoby only has one win. You're right. Jacoby only has one win. You're right. But in order for you to make a big sweepstaking move, you're going to have to, unfortunately, take a hit. And that's what the Cardinals are doing now. Do they expect themselves to win? I mean, they're going to fight hard. They ain't winning any other game, maybe the Falcons, but they ain't winning it. They're not beating the Rams. They're not beating the Texans. We're not beating Cincinnati in Cincinnati. The Cardinals are playing right now, at least organizationally, for a draft pick. They're not going to admit it, and that's fine. But you got Marvin out. You got unknown with Benson. Dadrian Taylor Demerson out. Walter Nolan out. Everybody is out. Everybody and their mother is out. Dortch is out. Who's Jacoby throwing the ball to? Michael Wilson? Okay. Trey McBride? Okay. Fantasy owners, put Michael Wilson in. Fantasy owners, put Michael Wilson in. Because Jacoby's going to feed him. All we can do right now, the things that we got to look forward to, Cardinal fans, what we look forward to, there's 3 games to keep an eye on. 3 games. Actually, 4, including ours, if you want to watch ours. 4 games. Obviously, Cardinals versus Rams. Cardinals aren't going to win. I'm sorry. They're not going to win. Titans versus Browns. Go Browns. Commanders versus Vikings. Go Commanders. Jets versus Dolphins. Go Jets. If the Jets win, if the Commanders win, if the Browns win, and the Cardinals lose, we move up. Right now, there's so much bad There's so much bad in this NFL right now that a 3 wins still has you at the 8th overall pick of the draft. That's how much bad is in the NFL right now. Titans can't buy themselves a win except for with us. They can't buy themselves a win except for with us. Saints, Jets, Cleveland, Raiders, they're all in the same situation as us, but we need them to win and us to keep fighting hard, right? Put those little keep those little punches up. But we know what it is, man. We know. You're going to like it or you're not going to like it. If Kyler gets dealt, Jacoby Brissett most likely will start in 2026. And that's not me advocating that, oh, that's the best for this organization. That's just me saying that's the situation we're in. Unless we get ourselves the best quarterback and whoever the coaching staff truly feels like he's ready from the jump, then you probably see it then. But the Cardinals are going to keep fighting. They're going to keep fighting. Oh, yeah. They'll keep fighting. They'll keep fighting. They're just not going to win. Sorry, Kyler Murray. I'm not going to call you stans. Kyler Murray fans. I'm sorry. And I get shambles is a real thing. This might be the end of what you thought is going to be the franchise in your eyes. The Cardinals and every big national reporter out there is saying this and questioning who's quarterback in 2026 for the Cardinals. Once they say something, you got to listen. You got to listen. DDR in the chat says everyone needs. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Unfortunately, there's a lot of season ticket holders that already bought tickets. So they're kind of forced to go to the games. Not that they want to go to the games, but they're kind of forced to go to the games. So Cardinals keeping things hush-hush right now. But I agree with you, DDR. I agree. These next few home games, don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Show Michael Bidwell that you don't even want Gannon back. Because trust me, if the Cardinals could, and I mean Michael Bidwell, if Michael Bidwell could, he will sell to you that this season is because this season became the way that it did because of injuries. They will try to sell that to you. I promise you they will. They will try to sell to you that the season became the way that it is because of injuries. They will sell that to you. Guess what? Good news coming out 51 minutes ago. Adam Schefter reports Jaden Daniels will start for the Commanders. Let's go. Go Commanders. Let's go. Beat those Vikings. Go Jets and go Cleveland. If that happens, then draft pick will follow suit. Draft pick will follow suit. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, even Kyler Murray stands out there that are pissed off with his coaching staff. Guess what? Most of us want the same thing. Most of us don't want JG back. Some do, but most of us don't want JG back. Most of us don't. So we're not fighting to say Kyler Murray's the issue. It's all Kyler. Get rid of him. He's a scapegoat. No, or at least that's not what I'm coming out and saying. No, I want to start fresh. I want to start new. So hear me well. If Kyler's going, I want the coaching staff to go too. Of course, Petsing, but Gannon, I don't want Gannon here. We're fighting for the same thing. Don't get swayed and don't get your mind twisted that just because we're talking about Kyler and he seems to be done for the season and done with the Arizona Cardinals, that we don't want Gannon. We don't want Gannon. Most of us don't want Gannon. Most of us don't. But like I said, if the organization and Michael Bidwell will try to sell you one thing, if you allow him to, Michael Bidwell will most likely try to sell you that this season turned out the way that it did because of injuries. And no, that's not the main reason. I mean, it's a part of the reason. It's a part of the reason why we're here. But another reason is because Monty Austinfort refused to do anything on the offensive side of the ball. He refused to upgrade the offensive line. He refused to get a running back when James Conner went down. He refused to do anything of substance on the offensive side of the ball. But let's not remember that. El Tully in the chat says JG wanted to come here because of Kyler. Remember, guys, that was 3 years ago. Shambles. Oh my God. What you thought 3 years ago, El Tully, is it the same you think now? Or are you in your own right to change your mind? When you were a kid, did you like vegetables? When you were a kid, did you like chicken nuggets or chicken dino nuggets? Like, really think about it's okay to acknowledge the fact that Jonathan Gannon came here because there was a quote unquote franchise quarterback. It's okay. But things change. When your back is against the wall and your job is at stake, things change. Things change. 3 years ago is a long time in the NFL. He might have came here for him. Maybe. But he also might have came here because ain't nobody was going to give him a head coaching job but us. Let's not forget that. Who else was going to hire JG as a head coach? Who? I didn't hear anybody breaking his door down and try to bring him in and try to sign him as a head. No, we were. We were. No, Dino Nuggets are lit. I'm not gonna lie. I still like Dino Nuggets. I ain't gonna lie to you. But what I'm trying, with the point I was trying to make is shit changes. From 1 year to the next to 2 years, 3 years in the NFL is a very long time. Did he come here because of Kyler? I mean, well, that's what he said. Cool, okay. But when your job is on the line and your livelihood and your family and the food that you're putting on the table, the nice cushy life that you created for your family is now on the line because of a guy that you said was going to keep your job in 3 years ago, things change. It's just sometimes I have a hard time like grasping the fact that like I feel like people just want to like argue to argue. Like 3 years ago, things could be different. Things are different. Appreciate you still. I needed that laugh. Yeah, why Dino Nuggets was added on this podcast is beyond me. I'm still debating my life choices and life decisions right now in the last 5 minutes of what I was just talking about. It's just things change. That's the point. Things change. But here we are. El Tali, I can say one thing right now. I don't want Gannon here either. So if that makes you happy, if that makes you, I guess happy, Gannon, I want Gannon gone too. I don't think the plan or the timeline makes sense to the reports that we ended up seeing earlier, right? It doesn't make sense to me. You bring back Gannon to get his guy, quote unquote, but then your contingent is that you have to make the playoffs. But then you got Jacoby Brissett starting and probably the new rookie quarterback taking the helm. Unless you're going to try to revive somebody's career, which we're doing the exact same thing that we done with Skelton and Anderson. And like what, you're just going to try to pick somebody off an organization and say, hey, we can fix you when we can't fix Kyler? No, I want Gannon gone too. I want Gannon gone too. And I do. But it's not my decision. Not my decision at the end of the day. I can't with y'all in the freaking chat right. I can't with y'all right now. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this very moment, guys. It is what it is. Most likely, Kyler to the Vikings, to the Raiders, hell, Browns, Jets, Saints, whoever's looking for a quarterback right now. Cardinals aren't going to beat the Rams. Sorry, breaking news. They're not going to beat the Rams. They're not going to beat the Rams. What you need right now is for the Cardinals to get the highest draft pick they possibly can. That's what you need right now. My favorite quarterback is Fernando Mendoza. That's who my favorite quarterback in this draft is. I like Dante Moore. I'm intrigued. I like Ty Simpson. I really do. But my favorite is Fernando. Right now, we can't get him. We're not in a state to get him unless the Cardinals decide to trade up and decided to trade the farm to move to the first overall pick. Well, at 8, that's going to cost you a pretty penny. It's going to be very expensive. But if Cleveland beats the Titans this weekend, if Washington beats the Vikings this weekend, if the Jets beat the Dolphins this weekend, guess what? Boop, 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 boop. Here we go. Cardinals are back up, potentially at the top 5. If all those things happen and the Cardinals lose. I mean, if the Cardinals beat the Rams, jeez, we can laugh about something completely different then. But let's be real. We've already seen what happens in the NFC West with Jacoby Brissett starting. And yes, this offense looks better on paper per stats, but they're not equating to wins, unfortunately. It is what it is. But for the people out there that are just joining in, do me a huge favor, everybody. Smack the like button. Smack it up. Right now, I think we got like close to 50 likes with over 91 of you guys here in the YouTube side. I think we peaked at like 100 and something, 130, 140. But yeah, smack the like button if you could do me that huge favor right now, ladies and gentlemen. We will be closing up shop soon. But big breaking news dropped. Not only is Kyler Murray done for the season and not going to be playing another snap in 2025, we got a list of a lot of people that are also going to be missing this game here on a Friday. Marvin Harrison Jr. has been ruled out. Max Melton has been ruled out. Greg Dortch has been ruled out. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson has been ruled out. And Walter Nolan has been ruled out as well. Trey Benson also has been ruled out. And Jonathan Gannon doesn't really seem concerned with them only having like 3 or 4 or 5 days left in the 21-day window. Doesn't seem concerned. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Trey Benson. A lot happening right now. That's a lot happening right now. So yeah, smack the like button, y'all. Appreciate you guys for being here. Guys, watch college QBs this weekend, 100%. That's what we should be doing. Julian Sain looks nice out of Ohio State. Looks really, really good. But he's probably not coming out until probably 2027. Another guy that people have put on my radar is Trinidad Chambliss out of Ole Miss. Interesting. I just don't think he's coming out of this draft either. I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, man, we're going to have to kind of wait and see how this all shakes out. Let me give some shout outs here to the people currently in the chat. We got Jay. We got Herbert. We got Jersey Cardinal. Michael. Joel. Is it me? It's Nick. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Thank you, guys. We're going to be closing up shop right here. Let me give some love on over real quick to the sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. If you're a gambling man or woman, let me give a shout out here to Sleeper. The NFL season is here, which means you now have a chance at 100 times your cash on daily fantasy football. Pick on stats for stars like touchdowns, passing yards, receiving yards, and fantasy points, and more for up to 100 times the payout on Sleeper. Get your picks right, and you can win big. Use promo code AZSF. You can get up to a $100 deposit match on your first initial deposit. Terms and conditions do apply. And on top of that, they will also be providing you a free $20 entry. No deposit needed. Terms and conditions apply. Everything will be in the description below of the video. Check out Sleeper, proud sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan throughout the entirety of the 20 2025 season. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Cardinals. Later.